Hi, good morning, welcome. It's Friday again. It's our YouTube to Parents. It's the second one of the year. This morning I'm with Hannah Jones, who's one of our fantastic students in Year 11. Seems only like yesterday she was in Year 7. She's going to entertain us at the end by reading out her letter of application to be one of our prefects at school. Not sure we're going to call them prefects. I think the students themselves might want to call them student leaders. But Hannah's going to read her fantastic letter out. Had quite a lot of hits last week, 2 weeks of the last couple of weeks for our PCS broadcast on YouTube to Parents. Can I thank all parents who have looked at it? Hope you find these useful. As I say, we do it every 2 weeks. Our open evening was this week on Tuesday. It was really busy at Priory. It was a fantastic evening. So many people, we had to put out some extra chairs. Our prefect team were outstanding. And it's fantastic to see some of our Year 7s helping out on that evening. They read out how well they'd settled into Priory, and we're looking forward to them flourishing through the rest of the year. If any parents know any prospective parents from Year 6 in the local primary schools, we also offer open days. So it's not a specific day, but what I say is that if you phone 529 362, we will organise open days when is convenient for you. So it's 529 362 and you speak to Mrs Caulfield and we'll arrange open days for any prospective new students to the school. A couple of things coming up for us in the near future. October the 2nd, that's Thursday, October the 2nd, is our Trust School consultation evening. It's in the main school hall here. Myself and other members of staff answering any parental questions about our move to Trust School status. Very important evening for us. If you have any qualms or concerns about the process of moving to become a Trust School, please come on Thursday, October the 2nd, that's next Thursday, to the school hall at 6:30, and we'll be able to talk to you about any aspects of the move to Trust School. The following Thursday, October the 9th, myself and our AST team will be here, again at 6:30. It's our family learning evening. There are a range of workshops, learning shops in school that evening, explaining how we teach the students mathematics. I can assure you that when I went to school, it was chalk and talk mathematics. The way our maths team now teach multiplication and division is in a different manner and new ways. So if you're interested in how we teach mathematics at the school, revision techniques, we've got a session on our VLE, that's our virtual learning environment. Fantastic evening, open to all parents. If it's in Year 7 or to Year 11, please come in Thursday, October the 9th. Moving on, our rugby team, our Year 7 rugby team are off and doing rugby. Fantastic news that 61 different activities are happening at Priory in the evening. 61 different activities throughout the week. Our rugby team in Year 7 have played Churchill this week and they won by 68-0. I'll just say that again, the Year 7 rugby team won by 68-0. Well done, the Year 7 boys in that rugby team. We've actually got a lot of girls wanting to play rugby as well, and Miss Sandy in Year 9, our learning leader for Year 9, is looking at that. Boys football team actually won 2-1 against Wadebridge from Cornwall this week, and I'm hopeful that next week Miss Hill will give me some sports results for the girls because they are fantastic as well. Please have a look at the website. We've got the radio station up and going. If you also look in the Western Mercury this week, we have two articles in there. One is about our radio station. It's on page 25. There is Max on the radio station. Students hit the airwaves. That's a new development for us. This week's broadcast features Mr. Eckett talking about Western Pier. Last week's featured Mrs. Ross talking about friendship, and the idea is that we would be putting those through tutor time, and in tutor periods during the week the students listen to the radio station 1 period a week, and it's a PSCHE social education topic. This week say it's on the pier. NK Sports are very likely to be our new uniform supplier from January. I've listened to a lot of parents tell me they prefer a local supplier. It's very likely that Mr. Keeling, NK Sports, ex-student of the school, will take over the running of the uniform from January. More will feature on YouTube and through newsletters during the term. Welcoming next week Italian students, October the 6th week, Italian students into the school with an Italian exchange, and our Year 7 residential goes off to Bridgewater on October the 6th. So again, Priory, although we really do focus on examination results and success here, remember we had some record exam results last year, students have the chance this year to pair up with Italian students, and our Year 7s, as I say, are off to Bridgewater on their first residential. Okay, well, as promised, here's Hannah. She's been waiting patiently by my side. She's in Year 11. We've got 75 people applying to be a prefect. They can apply in many ways, written ways, they can speak to me, they can send me email. Mrs. McGough, my senior vice principal, was leading it. This was Hannah Jones's application for prefect status. Over to you, Hannah.
I remember day one of being a student at Priory Community School. I was about 30% smaller than the height I am now, with longer hair and unattractive bags under my eyes, where I hadn't slept a wink the night before due to a mix of excitement and anxiety. I remember a load of my fellow Year 7s milling around trying to figure out what class we were all in, and being herded like sheep by our tutor to our first English lesson. I remember the different friendship groups, and I remember the nicknames we gave each other. Mine was the suitcase kid. I recall it clearly the day I walked into B school in my new black shoes from Clark's proudly, not realising that my bag would be my first real enemy. For months that was my name known to all students, and it seemed only ever the teachers called me Hannah. Now, about 8 school bags down the line, I've secured my rightful name as Hannah. I've grown up a lot since my first year, in more ways than one. I think Priory has been a big part in moulding me into who I am. I've had a lot of experiences at school that have taught me as well as being educated in class. Some of these include my first best friend, my first boyfriend, my first bully, my first attention, and my first emotional breakup, and my first realisation that I had several more years of this to come. Therefore, I think Priory, implying the teachers, is somewhat responsible for helping me come a long way to become more of a young woman. I'm a secure A to C grade student with an aspiration to either work as an RSPCA inspector or become a sea lion trainer. With the aid of the teachers, the name-calling and bullies never stopped me from doing well in school and proceeding to an essential part in my school journey, which is how I picture it. This is one of the reasons I wanted to be a prefect. I want young students to have the understanding I had, know that they're not on their own throughout their own little journey. Everyone will have their own experiences, but life is only what you make it. Because they've overcome so much in my school years, I think I would be a good role model to the youngsters of our future with their black shoes from Clark's and something along the lines of a suitcase bag. Not only that, but I felt that being part of this opportunity would be an obligation to give something back to the school that hosts great education to all eager learners and disciplines those who try to ruin it for the majority. Thank you, Priory. Hannah Jones.
Says it all, really. Students first for Priory. Hannah's a prefect. Magic. Good morning.